Hello guys, what's up? Arthur here. Today I want to talk a little bit with you guys about a big question. Probably everybody's just discussing about this now. And this question is, should I skip Ganyu and save for Xiao? I myself, I'm struggling about that. First, I didn't really want to pull for Ganyu because she looked like more like a support, just a support. And I don't really enjoy playing archers too much with charge attack, but she's just cracked, you know. We all figure out that her numbers are just amazing. If you have her talent here at level 10, look at that bloom damage, almost 400% attack in a charge attack. This is not even a skill, it's just her charge attack, and you still have the frost flake and the aimed shot. It's insane. It's insane. She can be a really good main DPS, and she also can be a really good support because she can taunt mobs, and her ultimate just has a huge cryo AoE with a 15 seconds cooldown and a 15 seconds duration. So she's nuts. She's really good at C0. She works really well with the blacksmith weapon, so she's really cheap to build. You can just put if you don't have the cryo set and if you want to make her as your main DPS, you can use this Wonders Troop set, because everybody's getting this set because we all need to kill these mobs to ascend our characters, and it's really great for her. You probably have some nice pieces, so you can use this until you farm the cryo set right now, because the cryo dungeon artifact is quite new. So she can be a really amazing unit, you know, and she can be a support and a DPS. But what you guys need to think about it what your accounts need. Do I need a DPS? Do I need a cryo unit? For example, the last Abyss, the floor 12 was just cryo. She wouldn't do anything, you know, because if the mobs are like slimes, cryo slimes, or they have cryo shields, she won't be doing lots because she's cryo. It's the same problem you have with Klee. If you're fighting against pyro slimes, you just do nothing damage, you know, because they are immune. And I don't see as many animal enemies in Abyss, you know. I didn't have any troubles. I think the only animal monster we have in Abyss is this animal boxer, but I don't think he's immune to animal. So what you need to think is Xiao can only be a main DPS. You can't really make Xiao as a support. This is a game about PvE, so if you want to make Xiao your support, do it, do whatever you want. If you want to run 4 animals in your party, you can do this, but he is made to be a DPS. Everything he uses increase his damage. He's all based in DPS, you know, and he's also gonna be an expensive unit to build, I think, because if you have no constellations with him, you're gonna need to run 2 of the animal set and 2 gladiator, you know, and almost all the 4 stars weapons to him, they are not really good, because Xiao, you can't really make Xiao as a physical damage bonus. I also thought about this build, you know. Oh, he has some nice numbers. If I level up his talents to level, I don't know, 10, he's gonna be cracked, you know, because all this damage here we can crit. So he would be really great with a weapon like this one here, like a crescent pike, because it gives physical damage bonus and this passive is just cracked, and I can actually make this spear at refinement rank 5. But no, because the problem is as soon as I use Xiao's ultimate, all his attack is gonna be animal, so you won't be doing physical damage bonus. That's the problem, and you can't really use him without his ultimate. You're just gonna use basic alt attacks, and his E is also animal damage, you know. So if you build him with a cup with a physical damage bonus like Razor, and if you get Bloodstain, you're just gonna be playing the character wrong, you know. It's like, let's say you are Pyro and you use a cryo set. It's something like that, you know. You won't be having the maximum potential of the character, and you need to stop and see, what does my account need? Do I have enough supports? Do I have a nice cry units? Do I have a nice animal units? If you didn't get Sucrose and Venti, there's just Jin, you know, there's just Jin and the main character. So maybe Xiao is a good unit for you, you know. She's gonna be amazing. His style is just cool. And you need to be thinking that we still don't have these materials in game right now. So if you don't have some fragile resin saved, like my case, I don't have any fragile resin saved anymore, I'm gonna be spending some time getting these ones. And you also still need to farm these ones here. I mean, to get 6 of these golden ones, you spend a lot of resin, so you guys need to think about it. I mean, he can just be a main DPS. Lots of the 4 stars weapons are not that great for him. Actually, if you want to pull for Xiao, if you really want him, I would highly recommend to get this weapon right here in Paimon Shop, you know, because this is the best 4-star weapon for him, because it gives you okay base attack. I mean, 4-star weapons, they can go from 41 to 44, so it's an okay weapon, but at level high, this gives like 50 or more critical damage, which is really great. The passive is a little bit hard to make it work, because it just works when you kill a mob, but this is way better than prototype Crescent Pike, sorry guys. So if you want to pull for Xiao, try to get this weapon, you know, because otherwise you won't be really good with Xiao, you know. I do have this weapon like here, and in the 5-star weapons, I mean, I did get this one, but it gives energy recharge. I mean, the critical rate and the normal attack speed is nice, and this weapon has the highest base attack of all the game, I think 48, so it's gonna give me a huge base attack. But the passive, again, is not really great for Xiao, because this attack is based on physical damage bonds. It's at the same point as this weapon here. I did some trying on this weapon here, this 480 damage. I can just hit something like 12k with my D-Look, with crit, because I don't have a physical damage bonus on physical damage crit on my D-Look. This weapon is really great for Razor, because Razor, you're gonna have more than 100% physical damage bonus, so the crit of this weapon can go like 20-30k, so this is nice. But for Dialog, this weapon is not that great, you know. I mean, it's a nice free-to-play unit opportunity and an option, but as soon as I get a 5-star like a Wolf's Gravestone, or maybe, I don't know, any 4 other stars for gacha, I didn't really get lucky, because this one again gives physical damage bonus. Dialog is everything about pyro damage. I mean, this gives elemental mastery, so it's just a meme for Dialog. This gives me HP and energy recharge, so this is the best option I have right now, you know. So what you guys really need to do, I mean, if you were waiting for Xiao since the release of the game, go for him, try. You're probably saving orbs or primogems for him, so go for it. But keep in mind, Xiao can just be your main DPS. He's gonna need to stay in field a lot. He's a really selfish unit, so as soon as you use his ultimate, you're gonna want to stay him in field as long as you want. And he's gonna his ultimate, he loses HP per second, so you're gonna need some really nice healers with him. I think Chi-Chi is one of the best healers with him, and some supports that can do something when they are outside the field. For example, Fisher is a really great support for him. Shin Q is a really great support for him. Albedo is a great support for him, because they can all use her E, their elemental skill, and go away, so Xiao can stay his all duration, you know. Even Barbara, everybody has Barbara, she's gonna have this stuff around her. You're gonna spend less stamina. She has a burst AoE heal, which is great for him, so you need to pay attention to this. If you need an animal support to group units or stuff, Xiao is not good for that. He's not a Venti, he's not a Sucrose, he's a DPS. While Ganyu, you can play as a support and as your main DPS. So if you level her up at level 80 or 90, you can just use 2 sets. The weapon can be the same. I mean, you can probably use a Favonius War Bow. Everybody has a Favonius War Bow from the quest line. I mean, everybody has this bow right here. And it's great for Ganyu support, because it gives you tons of energy recharge, so you're gonna be proccing her ultimate all the time. And if you want to make her as a main DPS, again, the blacksmith weapon is just insane for her. Some guys did some math on this, and it's almost the same as the Amos bow, because the passive, if you have it refinement rank 4, when you hit a mob in his weak spot, you gain, I think, 74% attack. This is huge, guys. And this is what you guys need to think about it. She's just great at 0 constellations. He gives so much, I mean, 20% critical rate in the next Frostflake arrow, so you can just build her all your critical damage. You're gonna be just fine. I mean, she can be a support for the Cryos units in the future, because it gives 20% cryo damage for 15 seconds of her ultimate. And she also has a taunt in this like floor 11 in Abyss where you need to defend this monolith. You can just use her E to taunt the mobs, you know. So she can do everything. She can be your support, she can be your main DPS, and I'm being honest with you guys, I don't really know what I'm gonna pull because I'm on my pool 74, so I should be getting my 5 stars on the next 6 pools. So I'm not guaranteed as well I can get her or I can get any other 5 stars. So I'm gonna be waiting. We're probably gonna have the live soon to see if it's really gonna be Xiao, but I think at this point it's gonna be Xiao. You guys need to think what you need. You just need a DPS. You want a strong DPS. You love Xiao, go for it. But if you need a DPS and maybe a cryo support and stuff, go for Ganyu. She's just amazing, you know, because we don't know the 4 stars which are gonna come with Xiao. And I mean, the 4 stars here, they are not really the great. I mean, Xiangling is a great support, but just for pyro units. I mean, Noelle, I mean, she has the shield, she can heal, but you need to have her at higher levels if you want to use her in team. You can't just put her at level 60 because her shield just gonna break with 1 hit, and you're gonna lose a lot of what she can do, you know. And Shinkyu is amazing. This guy is a really great support. It's a great support for Xiao, and his ultimate is just insane. So that's it, guys. That's it. You need to think about it. See what your account needs. If you love Ganyu, go for her. If you love Ganyu, Xiao, go for him. But if you are the kind of person with plays for the meta and play for what your account needs, wait a little bit. I think in 1 week we're gonna see what's gonna come. If it's gonna really be Xiao, the 4 stars maybe we're gonna see as well. And then wait to summon in the last days. I mean, if it's not Xiao, the next banner, so you're probably gonna keep saving if you really want him. So just wait a little bit and keep in mind that he's just a DPS and she can be a support and a DPS. I think for today is this one, guys. I just wanted to talk about this. Lots of people are conflicting about Xiao or Ganyu because she's just cracked, you know. And as soon as Xiao banner is there, we won't be able to get Ganyu so soon. So think about it. And I hope you guys have a nice week. I mean, tomorrow everything resets. Hope a nice week, and I see you around.